Welcome back, I am Dr. Ruckus, and today we're cruising our way through top 500 Mythic playing none other than Mono Black Control. Deck lines up really well against the meta. It's solid for all sorts of reasons. So, in terms of deck construction, number 1, 4 copies of Cut Down, don't leave home without it. If you do, you're gonna lose against Mono Red and Mono White all day, every day. You have to run 4. I am still throwing in a sleeper in there because I do really like this card, and I think late game, the top deck potential of this as a 1-drop that can just go off and draw you tons of cards is really still quite powerful. So, just one of them in there, but you have to run 4 Cut Down. Don't go without it. 4 Go for the Throats for the Shelters of the World, 4 Underdogs, and 2 Mishra's Foundry to threaten Planeswalkers. You need the ability to come in with haste or pseudo haste to attack those things down out of nowhere. That's very valuable. 3 copies of Virtue of Persistence doubles again as a removal spell for lots of the aggro meta, which is most of the meta. Also gives you an answer to the Flesh Gorger, which otherwise you don't really have because Cut Down cannot hit it because it's too big and it is an artifact. So that's great. And of course doubles as a massive win con. If the game is just stalling out and someone hits 7 first and you can drop your Virtue, you're going to win that game as long as you're not on Death's Door. 1 Iron Crag. This is the only card I'm not certain of yet. I'm throwing it in a lot of control decks as a 1 of. 2 mana Mana Rock has to be powerful, but it's different from the Celestis. You go turn 3, slam the Celestis, you can still make a black and play Cut Down. This is not the same. If you do this on turn 2, you're doing nothing on turn 2. It's probably better as a turn 3 play. Play Iron Crag plus a 2-drop. That's more reasonable, kind of ramp into your later stuff. I'm still playing around with it. Obviously, there is a little bit of upside in turning your Sheldred into a 7-8 beat stick and swinging for lethal out of nowhere, but still playing around with this card. Not sold on it yet as a auto include in every deck, but I am throwing it in a lot of control decks. 4 Trespassers over the Flesh Gorger. This card does it all. I'm sold on it. I think it's a 4 of. The pain of having to target it to spend 2 cards on it is very valuable. The Graveyard Hate is essential against opponents' underdogs, and the new Golgari card, that's massive. And yeah, gaining life is just huge too. It just does all the things. I think it's an auto 4 of. I think it's better than the Flesh Gorger. It's just 1 Flesh Gorger. Celestis is great in control matchups. Liliana is an absolute terror on the play. Try out Lord Skitter as well. In theory, you plop it. If it doesn't get removed, sits around, makes some rats. Can win the game by itself, can threaten Planeswalkers for the rats. I'm down to try this card out. 4 Shelters, of course, 1 Sorin. Then on top is a little bit suspect. Very confident in 2 Gix's Command. That feels quite good. But the solo Sheldred here, the Phyrexian Praetor. Is this one Phyrexian? No, they're all that. All right, just Sheldred, the normal Sheldred. An Ashiok. I've never seen Ashiok pop off. I just haven't seen it happen. I would be totally content cutting both of these cards and adding an extra Sorin and an extra Liliana. Keeps the deck more consistent in case you don't hit your lands, which you'll see in the video sometimes. And I don't know that these cards are necessarily better. I just haven't seen them. I just haven't really seen it pop off. And it's also interesting that this Sheldred flip side, you do have to have your opponent with 8 or more cards in their graveyard to flip it. And if you're doing a lot of Graveyard Hate, it actually might take longer than you think to do that. 1 Blast Zone is kind of interesting. It allows you to sweep up a lot of 1-drops or 2-drops. Field of Ruin, I think you need to start playing this in control decks because of the new creature lands off of the set. And 1 Mirror for the control mirror. This card can pop off. Whoever gets this one first in the control mirror where you're doing nothing is really at a huge advantage. So that's the deck. Enjoy the gameplay and stay to the end where I answer all your comments. Let's dive right in. On the play, looks alright to me. We'll keep this. Playing against Amon, Season 1 Villain of Korra. Pretty cool lands. Mono red though. Doing nothing. Okay. There's no guarantee it's mono red. I'll still play the underdog. I actually should have played the Mishra's Foundry this turn. We'll see if he gets play with fire immediately. It's not the end of the world. Okay, so it is likely mono red. There's a Feldon. Nice cut down target. Goodbye, you. Another blocker. And a Trespass next turn. Take the Feldon, gain a little life. Invasion. Okay, underdog down. I still think you Trespass here. Take the Feldon for the life. Eventually we'll take play with fire. But we have a lot of time until they play the Bloodthirsty Adversary. Lightning Strike, it's expensive. You only have 2 lands as well. Binakumano. Alright, we actually will get the underdog in here. We're at 19. Manual taps, just in case we had to cut down off of this. Down to 16. Sheldred's fantastic, obviously. Okay. Next time we can Shelly plus hold to go for the throat. Face or Tarkir? They go for the Tarkir. Alright. There's Shelly. think you don't block. And, ooh, they have the Warcraft. Okay, you got it. They continue to go after Tarkir. We'll go ahead and nab you again. Still have 17 life to play with. More land, though. So we can now power up Mishra's Foundry to block, which I'm happy to do. Or maybe we can draw into something better here to play. Okay, good in general. Okay, they do their own Foundry here. I think blocking response is fine. If they want to kill it, again, that's fine. We have the land to Virtue Persistence if we want to. Play with fire there. Sure. Tarkir down to 1. Field of Ruin is a nice draw. Slam the Virtue, get back Shelly. Seems hard to beat. They attack down the Tarkir next turn. There's no other way to do it. 4/4 Dragon will be annoying, but Shelly gains a lot of life every turn. They're looking through the graveyard. None of your creatures are down there. We got some nice creatures, though. It's a Tarkir to kill the Tarkir. Okay. It is, in fact, a lot of dragon power. I don't want Feldon. I do want Sheoldred. Land, not what you need to see here. I think you do run in the underdog here. It's a little bit painful, but if we draw any playable, it's quite good. Let's see if they block. They do block, so they give us the draw here. We're gonna have 4 mana to play with. Anything other than land could be pretty good. It's land. Okay, hard mode. I guess we can hold open mana to pretend. We could also run out one more underdog here. I think it's worth it. I think the card draw is worth it. Down to 15. Obviously, we go up with Shelly anyway. As soon as we're not Field of Ruining this turn. So they get in with Mishra's Foundry. It's more freaking land. Wow. Okay. You tap out for the Devastator. That's a lot of damage. Okay. So they get a blocker back. But I think that's lethal against them, because we can now bring back both underdogs. They can only block 1. They'll take 7 and lose 2 more off the Shelly draw. A hasty attacker isn't bad either. Sure. Should be game there. Hasty threat number 1. Hasty threat number 2. Attack all. Alright. Good game, Mono Red. That's what we came here to play. On the play looks pretty good here. Show me a cut down target. Mono black. Alright. Nothing to cut down yet. Let's see if they're the one with the underdog. They are. That's quite unfortunate. It's as good a cut down target as any. Yeah, we could top deck the 3-drop. If we hit Graveyard Trespasser, we're just swimming in it. Nope. It's playable though. Get the worm going. We need the Trespasser though. We got 4 copies. We got to take the underdog before it dictates the rest of the game. When it plays their own. We hit a Sheoldred. We don't have the land though. You don't have to kill this because we have Menace anyway, but we don't really have anything better to do. So -3. Alright, stuck on land. 26 land. They hit their 4th. Alright, extremely evenly matched, but they're the ones with the underdog. That will matter very soon. Alright, we got our own underdog. Now the game is who hits the Graveyard Trespasser first. If they go for the throat here, plus Graveyard Trespass, we're going to be really sad. They have it. Sucks to suck. Great, excellent, all according to plan. Good. Ah, okay. Still, we're behind on land, which feels bad. Now the question, now the new raise is who gets the Virtue of Persistence first. I will take the underdog, thank you. What a game, dude. Children could be brutal as well. They might not play this card. Okay, they bin that last card. Interesting. I think that was pretty big for us. Alright, they're going for damage, but in a grindy matchup, they just threw away an extra card. So land off the top into Sheldred is obviously fantastic. Flip to Nightside, it is land off the top. I think you slam the Shelly here. With any luck, we hit land again for the next Shelly. But now you make him deal with it. Liliana, sack a creature, alright. You got it. Yeah, keeps coming. If they attack, we can power up our own Mistress Foundry. They do. Down to 10. Land. Come on, baby. They play out their land. We hit our own land, so this is what? Creature or Planeswalker? Fine. Still probably the best play here. Let them pick. Liliana, they can pretty easily take advantage of. They can play out whatever they get this turn. And, okay, yeah, they sack out that creature. That's fine. So we either bin go for the throat or Sheldred, but next turn we're probably going to flip our Sheldred. They hit their own Shelly. Wow. And plus.
I'm tired of your secrets.
Okay, I guess you bin the Sheldred here. Let's make sure we're tapping correctly. Yeah, looks good. Kill you. Then we draw. Mistress Foundry, you have Menace, so Liliana goes down this turn. Don't have quite enough to do the thing yet. Alright. We could always block. We're getting low on life. They hit land. They're close to their virtue. 2 creatures. Yeah, it's a lot. You could block here. Down to 8. I think you just dropped to 4. And flip Shelly. 4 is definitely low. But if we can virtue first, it still could matter. Are there any creatures? We're about to mill some creatures. There's a Flesh Gorger in there too. Now we'll keep our lands. Down to 4. Here we go. My move. It's another land, which we're going to need to target here. Activate only if an opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard. I missed that line of text. Okay. So they have removal, we just lose. But they have to top deck it. So make them top deck it. No attacks. I forgot the last. Activate only if a sorcery, only if an opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard. It's a land. They virtue as well. But we are the first to go. They attack you to strip creatures out of the graveyard. Do they get all of them? They throw away the 4/4 though. Who's left? Just the Flesh Gorger. Alright. I'll take the block. Game goes on. There is a creature. Oh yeah, we just caught the creature. Yeah, scoop. I guess they forgot about that. Honestly, I forgot about that too, but yeah. What a back and forth game, man. That was extremely tight. On the draw, hand is playable. Keep this. Mono Black Mirror again. Matchmaker knows what's up. We got the underdog and the Trespasser though. So, huge parts. Ooh, Golgari. It's that card. Oh god. That's not a good card to play against. There's nothing actually to ramp into here. This is gonna be tough though. I guess you just, you need a turn where you can kill the thing and take the Trespasser in the same go. We're not going to have all of that this turn. We might need the Iron Crag, actually. We need to go for the throat and trade at some point. Let's just go underdog here. We don't have to attack with it yet. So they'll replay this thing. If we attack and block and we hit the land, we can trespass, which would be huge. Tap land, replay the Mosswood Knight. Do we hit the untapped black source? We do. That's massive. Attack and play the trespasser here. I'll hesitate a little bit because the obvious attack is into the obvious trespasser. So I'm just waiting a little bit. Fantastic. Oh, this thing just goes on adventure, doesn't it? No, they can cast it from the graveyard as an adventure. All right, we're good. Yeah, no, none of that. Nope. Not playing those games today. All right, that was absolutely massive. We hit the untapped black source. They get to run it back against our underdog. Fair enough. We get to Liliana, though. A land lets them cottage, which is interesting. But we're not going to block with we're not going to block with Trespasser anyway, so if they hit the land and they want to spend their turn cottaging, then we do lose Liliana. It is the untapped land. We are going to cottage. Okay. So, they take care of the Planeswalker, but they leave their board state empty. Flip to night side. We do like being on night side. Double spelling flips today, so ideally we do not double spell here. I think ideally you just play the next Trespasser. The 4/4 hits really hard. Save go for the throat for their turn. Or cut down, rather. No? Smith 0? Maybe we'll Takanuma and get it back. Smith 0? Okay, we got a pair of 4/4s. We intentionally do not double spell. We could have Iron Cragged and Glutton, but pair of 4/4s hits really hard. They scoop off of that. Wow. Interesting. Maybe they only have target removal. They don't want to target everything, lose all the cards in their hand. It's surprising they scoop. 5 lands, a fistful of 6 cards. Like, is your hand really that bad? On the play. Looks fantastic to me. Cut down on 1. Uh-oh. Azorius Control. It's a different beast. We do not have anything to do with our removal. Feeling sad. Okay, we will slam the Flesh Gorger here. If they have 1 counter, and it dies here, nope. Let it go. Sheldred ready next turn. They tap out for Virtuoso. We're in luck. It is a bizarre deck here. You do need to kill this thing soon. So we could spend the entire turn just go for the throat and then cut down. Yeah, you gotta kill this thing fast. So we'll just do it like this. I guess, you can start with the go for the throat. See if they actually have protection. I assume that's indestructible. Hexproof as well. Alright, you are tapped out though. Scoop. Yep, that's how the cookie crumbles. 454 Mythic, let's go. On the draw with cut down, we'll keep this. Hydra in my pants. That's like a 6-headed dragon, right? Are ladies into that? Please, somebody let me know. Because I sure don't. Yeah, we'll get rid of you now. Play around any hexproof bounce shenanigans. Last one's kind of cool though. I don't think it's gonna be relevant in this matchup unless they're just Delvers all the way down. They're not. Let's not show the blast zone. Can't charge it this turn anyway. Underdog getting countered is actually totally fine, so we'll play this out. No stick at all. Good to know. As far as I know, they don't have any counter spells. At least not for creatures. They tap out for the Djinn immediately. Very gutsy play, opponents. Don't think that's what I would usually do. We'll take you out now, of course. Develop the board a little bit. And Trespasser actually is nice because it takes the instants and sorceries out of the graveyard. Keeps the Djinn power level low, even if they still get the discount. Alright, backup Djinn. Opponent has no fear. We have the cut down though. So if they play a instant or sorcery, I think you just play it now. I don't think there's really any need to be cheesy. They have to have hexproof. Because making it a 1/4 doesn't do anything. So show me the hexproof. It's a negate. Alright. You got it? Well, we'll still attack you with both. Level up the sleeper. Okay. Alright. Opponent has survived the crucial turn. The next Jin. One card in hand, though. Consider. Alright, a new card in hand, though. We'll definitely go for the Trespasser. Consider again. Alright, well, they're tapped out. I guess removal or Trespasser are decent here. Blast Zone leveling up to 3 would take a long time, but it is one way to get there. It's not removal, it is land. You could resolve the Shelly. I mean, Shelly punishes them for any subsequent card draw. I guess you have to go Shelly here. Trespasser is really good as well, but I think this is where it's at. Also allows us to gain life to get us away from lethal. And you just hope the Trespasser resolves next turn. Impulse. Put one of them into the hand. They secretly dodge the draw. Looks like they did an upkeep stop there as well, so they could bounce Shelter before they actually draw here. They actually hit it. All right. It's not that surprising. They did Impulse. They deserve it. Well, opponent gets a swing here for 12 or more. Wow. Well. Whew. Take 14. That's nice. Trespasser too little too late now. Blast Zone too slow. I don't think there's any combination of cards that get there. They could just lose. Yeah, that's it. That's just game. You can't beat that. Pretty nutty draw from 0 cards in hand. They went consider, 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 impulse, 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 basically. So, I mean, you got it, man. So, that's just game. That's called the nuts. That's something else. You don't see that every day. Defeat. On the draw with a lovely looking hand. We'll keep this. Ming Dao on mono red. That's new. Haven't seen that before. No cut down though. We're gonna eat it. Gonna eat some serious damage in the early game. It's a 3/3 Feldon. Okay. Alright. Alright, lifelink's not bad. -3, -3. Maybe there's actually net better to play here. So if they Godric, I guess you have to kill that instead. Maybe that's the best play. Alright, give me the Godric. Give me the God curve. Kumano into turn 3 Godric. Or Squee. It's a land. It's a Squee. I think that's worth the go for the throat, sadly. Run you down. And then probably just Trespass this turn. Unless we had a cut down, we could go Celestis cut down. Opponent hesitates, finds the attack all button. It's not a cut down, it's more removal though. Land Trespasser isn't awful. We'll take 5 more if they have the Lightning Strike. Other option is just to Virtue the Feldon now. But I'll take Squee. Let's get her done. Give me that card, thank you. A little bit of life. Alright, let's see if you have the Lightning Strike. Not yet. It's coming. It's a chick. Alright, no Lightning Strike. We are slamming attack all though. So play with fire. Kills you no matter what. So you just want to absorb the most damage here, really. I don't hate taking out the Swift Spear. Monstrous Rage lets you live though, I guess. Okay, so maybe it's here. This dodges Monstrous Rage. There it is. So you are a 5/3 with Trample, but at least we trade. It's not a land. We're on 26 land. They ain't showing up yet. I guess we're just gonna Virtue, you Virtue the Feldon here. I think. You could also play the Flesh Gorger and plan to block, which is a little more mana efficient. If they have removal, you just lose. But actually, if you have removal, they just lose regardless, I think. Because you go up to 5. They play with Fire Face. They still deal 5 damage that turn. I guess you go up to 6. I think net, this is the highest chance for winning. Because if we hit the land, we can double spell next turn. So, you just pray they don't have it. If they have Lightning Strike, they're going to win regardless. And they do. Fine. But if we had gone for the Virtue, we'd be up at 6, and they would still hit for 6 damage exactly, so you still lose that game. But this way, I think that was the better play to win. We just didn't hit enough land. If we could have double spelled and gone go for the Dope Virtue Persistence, we could have won that game. So, there you go. 26 lands. Not enough. On the play. Great looking hand here. Tidiko, roping us out on turn 1. That's what I like to see. Tidiko sounds like a tongue-in-cheek Japanese name for a well-endowed female character. Okay. I see your rope on turn 1, and I raise you a cut-down underdog. Now what? Vanguard. Okay. We'll burn the Virtue now. Swing for 3. Hope to hit land, hope to find water. Guardian. That's really perfect for cut down. Oh, destroy actually, it's not minus. Okay. Land for Sheldred. Okay. Yeah, we'll just play out Sheldred here. Do you want to attack and make him lose a card? It's interesting. I mean, we'll pretty happily run back underdog next turn. So I don't actually hate trading for a card here. They eat it. They say they want to keep their cards. All right, well, we'll bring you down to 12 then. Punish you for your insolence. Down to 12. Adeline, that's a good go for the throat target. A Ganjo as well. Okay, that's good to know. I like that out of the hand. Okay, Iron Crag is fine. I think you just go for the throw with the Adeline here. And again, we're pretty happy to trade the underdog. We'll just run it out next turn. They do finally take the trade. I think this is okay. I mean, we could cut down to really force the matter and have them discard 2 of those last cards, but I'd rather save this for a Coppercoat Vanguard. Something you have to kill. Knight Errant. My guess is they have one more Knight Errant. Not sure. Did we burn? Okay. We can force them to tap it here, which is going to be very painful for them. We don't have the lands, though. I guess you just run out the next underdog. Oh, we can do it all, can't we? So, now you have to tap it. Okay, you don't have a blocker now. Do you run the Wandering Emperor? Is that what's about to happen? I think the plan is still the same here. Scoop. Yeah, I mean, you lose either way. Unless you have the Emperor, that would be a little bit more interesting, but I'd be kind of surprised. Very, very few people run that in mono white aggro. On the play, looks good. Uriel Angel. Interesting. Scary. I guess they do run a lot of basics. Depends what they're playing. If this is the, 5-color ramp depth, they do have basics. If it's just Esper regular, they might not run basics. Okay, I kind of want to play Field of Ruin here. Let's attack first and see what's going on. What do you got? Seems like not a whole lot. They could counter this. It's not the end of the world. I don't need to show them the Field of Ruin yet. I am interested in it, though. I think they have 0 interaction. No stick on the attack, no stick on the cast. They have no counter spells, they have no removal. So they're a sitting duck here. Lockdown. Sleeper gone. Still going to take a chunk of damage here. Blast Zone. Not needed right now. Again, hold on to the Field of Ruin. Don't need to show that yet. But we'll play out a Juicy Shelly. And just swing for 3. I don't know if you sweep on 3, if you're going to sweep on 4. So they might not have Depopulate here. Still no basics yet. Flip to Night Side. Hasty Underdog runs to the Emperor, so I don't think you do that. I think you just double spell. Cool. Let's go. On the play, looks great here. We'll keep this. On the off chance it is not mono red aggro, we'll play the Sleeper. Let's see what Smashed is up to. Mono black. Okay, the Mirror. Well, I think you just ran out the Underdog here. No stick. Alright, I don't feel a cut down coming. When it does nothing, looks like we'll try to level up the Sleeper here. Yeah, I'm not doing a whole lot else. Hold a cut down, unlikely to have a target here. We'll see what they do. Maybe Trespass time? Flesh Gorger. Dies to Virtue, does not die to go for the throat. Liliana, we don't have the land yet. That's going to be huge next turn, though. Okay, show me the -3, -3. Swing for 5. Opponent getting low, down to 9. We top deck the land, we can Liliana away. Lots of good things. But we have Go for the Throat for shoulder regardless. Their own Liliana. Okay, probably just sack the Underdog. I don't really see a reason not to. Yeah, seems reasonable. It's not a land though, so it is hard mode. Wow. Alright, go get her. Okay, can level it up in response to a cut down, I suppose. Or hold on here, we don't have to do anything. Shelly, that requires an answer. Okay, well, pretty sure about that. Don't have the land for Liliana yet. Still don't have the land for Liliana. Again, hard mode engaged. I still don't think they have cut down. We'll go for the level up here. It's a 3-3 down to 6 opponent. We are stuck on 2 lands in our 26 land deck. Opponent hits their 6th land. Gix's Command. It's a good card. Return 2 creature cards. We lose our only creature and we still don't hit land. Wow. Good God. This is the second day in a row. Yesterday I had an absurd mana screw. I went through 20 cards and only had 2 lands for 90% of it and then eventually 4 by the end. All right. This is not that bad. Yeah, Liliana here is okay. And then go for the throw the Shelly next turn. Seems reasonable. They don't have any underdogs yet. So no reason to think they have a hasty threat. Can definitely still win, but they certainly have a chance here. Maybe they're flooding. 8 lands is a lot. It's a big Flesh Gorger. We cannot kill it. We cannot kill it. Start with a plus. Bin the cut down.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
Lord Skitter's Blessing. That card's not played. Alright. Well. Trespasser. Definitely take a creature. Brings it down to 5. If they attack, they put themselves very close to lethal. They play Sheldred. Ah, they have the lifelink though. Oh man, it's gonna be tough. Wow. The mana screw. We were off to such a solid start. 2 lands for 90% of the game. Yeah, we're gonna need to kill Sheldred regardless. So we'll do now, but a 7/5 lifelinker into Go for the Throats is not a good place to be with 1 Liliana down. It's definitely hard mode here. No creature to play to block. We'll just attack anyway. Take their Sheldred. They Takenuma and get it back? Oh, the pain! Oh, this is so tilting. This is the most tilting game of Magic ever. Good God. We're actually gonna lose this game. That's wild. Okay. So to win, you have to kill the Flesh Gorger. That's the only way. We're down to 11 now. You could trade 2 Trespassers for it and hope they don't have removal. Eat the Sheldred, play our own Sheldred. I think that's how you do it. I think you have to keep Sheldred around. Okay. Anything else good to get down here? Wow, look at all these Lilianas. Just juicing it. Cards from our graveyard. We could take the life. Virtue Persistence is still a while off, so we'll take a little bit of life gain here. We will double block the Flesh Gorger, assuming they don't top deck removal, which they could. Eat 4 off the Sheldred, and then play out our own Sheldred. Wow. Okay. Oh, God. Now we have Go for the Throat. Oh. I guess you kill the next thing they get back, but boy, is there no way to do it. What a painful game. What an absurdly painful game. It should never have gone like this. We should have hit the 3rd land. Had some resemblance of a curve out. Oh my god. Oh my god. The tilt is unreal. They don't take the underdog? That's bizarre. You block here. Whose trigger goes on the stack first? Ours does, then we lose, I think? I think you have to trade here. I think you do. I think we lose this game. I guess we can actually kill theirs on upkeep, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. There's nothing we can do. Draw a card, there's life, yeah. Holy shit. Wow. What a freaking game. That was extremely painful. They hit Go for Throat. Fine. 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 Okay. Great. Oh, man. Yes. Kill you. Doesn't matter. It doesn't like mine. Oh, man. Even Gix's command doesn't do it, right? But one, we have to use our mana now. Virtue, again. Nothing is good enough. Nothing gets there. Just devastating. It's a devastating mana screw. Oh, God. Oh, man. F me. Alright, thank you for staying to the end. If you enjoyed today's video, please drop a like, a comment, and a subscribe. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.